Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Wow. Social media is starting to get traction. And let me tell you why. Ramaphosa has completely changed his tone when it comes to farm attacks. When a newsman asked him if the war on farm attacks is one of his priorities, Ramaphosa snapped. And he said, if it was real news, it would have been on TV every night. Stop drawing bad attention to the country over this. Call it what it is. It's a crime, not a genocide. And he goes on to say, how can we build a country when it's our own citizens are destroying its reputation on the internet? You want me to engage in a problem that only exists on the internet? What? You know, this guy is still in denial. Your president in South Africa believes, and we know he's a bullshitter, and you know what Hippo Eyes can do? He can pog my horn. Because he's trying to suggest that there's still no white farm murders and tortures and all the terrible things that are going on. Just between January and May this year, there were 184 farm home attacks where people try to get into someone's house with guns and stuff like that to go and rob them blind. There were 20 farm murders in a 5-month period. As I said earlier, that's over one farm attack per day in the last 5 months, the first 5 months of 2019, and it's over one murder per week on a farm, and some of them in the most horrific ways. And here you have this asshole of a president, Cyril Ramaphosa, saying, you want me to engage in a problem that only exists on the internet? Well, guess what, Mr. Ramaphosa, Mr. Hippo Eyes, you do not represent your people. You only represent the factions of the ANC, and that's why people like Ace Magashule is the Secretary General. He's only there because he is so tied up with the Zulu Nation, and you need him on board to keep your position safe. And he is such a corrupt little asshole, which represents how corrupt the whole ANC organization is. I don't believe a word of what you say, Hippo Eyes. Not a word. And I'll tell you, just cross my desk. A farm attack took place on the 5th of June 2019 in Louis Trichardt, Limpopo province. The victim heard footsteps in the house and upon investigation was confronted by 2 attackers armed with a knife. During the violent assault that ensued, the victim's arms and legs were slashed and he was beaten over the head with a blunt object. Cash was stolen. South African police services were on the scene, but there have been no arrests. Now, there lies the issue. You have these thugs who are going literally from farm to farm in a district, attacking innocent white people who are just trying to produce food for the table of South Africans. They're attacking them so they can steal what they've got. And while they're about it, they're torturing them. You know, this is not a burglary or theft. This is a horrific crime that they are doing. And Ramaphosa is suggesting, oh, there's no problem. Well, I have a challenge for Cyril. Hippo Eyes, why don't you go and sit on one of these farms, or sit in one of the houses of these farms, and have a gang come in and attack you and see how insignificant that issue is then. You are so out of touch. I might live in Australia, but I think I'm far more in touch with what's going on in South Africa than you are. You're a complete disgrace to that position of president. All right, guys, I've had a bit of a rant. Get over it. But it is absolutely shocking what's going on in South Africa. And We had a discussion earlier this evening with Dexter, who are providing safety and security, and they've got a fantastic system. I'll be putting all their information directly below their video, so you can contact them. You can go on the WhatsApp. It costs nothing. And it's a fantastic backup because of this absolutely incompetent, corrupt ANC government that's running the country. Please remember to subscribe to be kept informed, ring the bell to get the updates, and have a great evening. Bye for now.